What's up guys, it's Sean Creo with Team Dudescent here, bringing to you another video. This time around it's going to be a gameplay video in a match that I played yesterday in the 10-12 Ultimate Cup. It's going to be, I'm on Leopardmon and I am playing against Imperial-Dramon. Now you might be asking, oh what the heck, Leopardmon, that's super cap. Well no, it's actually a really good answer into the meta of blue. Against Imperial-Dramon you have answers of Pomumon, Terriermon, to completely shut down the deck. It's actually a super free matchup. I only have lost against Imperial one time, and that's because I bricked super hard. Other than that, it's a very winning matchup for Leopard. Against Magnamon, it's a pretty good matchup because you have Cherubi Ace, which you go super wide and then give Magnamon minus 16k, lasting until the end of their turn. And then against Ancient Guard, it's actually pretty good as well because you go so wide. They'll bounce like your lowest level, right? So it'll be like a Pomon or Terrier or whatever, and then you just play it back out the next turn, and you go so wide and you swing everything in one check. They need to essentially have perfect Crimson Blaze, and you need to fall into that trap. But if you play around Crimson Blaze, it's not a big deal. But yeah, really bad matchup into Demon Lords though. You have to play around all of the effects. It's so annoying. And then Fenry is pretty much an insta loss because you can't interact with the OTK decks. But everything else is really good. You just have to dodge those purple decks, and it's fine. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna stop talking and play the video. So my opponent, I started recording late here, so he went to Vmon and Davis in the back. And then I went into Togemon in the back, and I brought my stack out. My Togemon's effect, you can suspend it to reduce the play cost of Tamer by 3. So I'm playing the three drop Mimi for 3. So it's just top 3, adding the Lilymon X there. And then I get to draw a card from Tanamon, which when you play a green Tamer, you get to draw a card. And then I go to Togemon X, which normally it would prevent your opponent's Digimon from unsuspending. But there's no Digimon, and then I could also suspend something, but there's no target. So I go into Lilymon there, the old one, searching top 5, and you get to add a level 6. No target, so I'm just bottom decking everything. That's okay. But I go into Lily X, its effect, there's a suspended Digimon in play, so I gain a memory. And then if I would also be able to draw an extra card for each of the opponent's suspended Digimon, but there's no target. I go into Leopard X here for 4. Leopard X effect is going to play a green Digimon reduced by play cost by 4. And then its other effect, when you play a Digimon, you get to bounce something starting at 5k and then plus 3k for every other Digimon you have. So I end up using Leopard's effect to play Terriermon here because I'm scared that he's going to be able to Jogress. And keep turn, or Jogress into Pyodramon, and then I would have to deal with the Pyodramon. So I just didn't want to have to deal with that. So I saw Terrier. I put down Terrier instead of Pomu. You guys saw that. There was no point because there's no Davis and Ken out yet, right? So I'd rather put out the Terrier instead. So now I'm deciding here. I'm going to use Leopard X effect to play Togemon for free. Togemon is a 4-drop, which is really nice. And then I'm just going to hard drop the Pomu. So now this is where you're in an instant win position. Against Imperial. They can't do anything. They can't play by effects. He's going to Digivolve in the back, which is what they always do. Digivolve in the back into XV, and he's going to hard drop this Vmon. Now you're going to get into the state where they're just going to start hard dropping their Vmons or their Stingmons, whatever their level 4s, to try and get into a Jogress in the following turn. Well, the thing is, once you get into this position, there's nothing they can do because you're going to keep bouncing. You're going to keep answering that body that they play. Because the thing is, Leopardmon X's effect, its bounce effect it's not like a one Digivolving effect. It's constant. Every single time you play a Digimon, you get to bounce something. I end up playing Wendigo, which on play deletes something. I want to delete it instead of bouncing it. And yeah, now he's just kind of stuck in this position. He hard drops his level 3, his Vmon. And then it's like, what is he going to do here? He's just going to go into Stingmon. But the thing is, he's not going to be able to keep turn because of Terrier. Terrier completely nullifies the keeping turn aspect of the DNAs. So he's only going to be able to gain memory with his Davis and Ken, but that's not enough. He can't keep turn with that. There's too much memory. He is going to be able to strip my sources and suspend everything, but at this point it's completely just done. It's over at this point. Because the thing is, Pomu prevents partition. So, and like I said, Leopardmon X's effect is not. It's not like a one. It's not like just a one digivolving effect. I can keep doing it every single turn, once per turn. So I bring out my Palmon X just to have an extra body, and then I play Lily X or Lily Ace. I guess that was probably the cheapest body that I had on my in my hand. I can't play anything reduced cost because of Pomu, because it's still playing by effect. So you have to be careful of that, because Pomu actually can stop your own effects, but it doesn't matter when you're like this wide. So once you're in this position, it's completely game over. Like, there's nothing Imperial can do. You have so many bodies. He knows that. He's just delaying the inevitable at this point. So he scoops it up and it goes on to the next game. So yeah, that was pretty much the best example that I could show you guys of how dominant it can really, really be against Imperial. It's honestly such a cakewalk. Yeah, all of a sudden the big bad of the format is not that bad. You know what though? Also, Leopard is really bad into Leviah. So like I said, pretty much any of the purple decks you have a bad matchup into. So you just got to dodge it. When I played this deck in Dallas, I dodged purple like all day long, except for when I went up against Huang. He was playing Leviah, and it felt so bad. I was like, damn. Yeah, in Dallas, I think I lost one and tied twice. So yeah, it feels bad, but it was still a good time regardless, and I was really happy with how Leopard performed, because this was this iteration of the deck. I never play tested it before, and like the night before, I completely changed out the entire base, because before I was playing a base of like Rapidmons and Taigas, and I switched to the plant base after seeing the what was it, like the European players list. But anyways, he's gonna start off by rookie Davis Ken in the back, and I'm just gonna play Pomu. And then he's gonna hard drop a Vmon. It's a little weird here. I mean, I'm not too scared about his Davis Ken effect, but I do have to answer his Vmon somehow. I can't tell what rookie he has in the back, so I can't tell if he can DNA or not. But at this point, you just kind of have to like. Sometimes in this situation, you might just need to like let him aggress and hope that you get value out of your security, and then you clap back when you can. So he's gonna go ahead and do his whole classic Imperial thing, DNA digivolving, gaining memory, and going into his Pyodramon. He's gonna swing again. So he hit 2 Leopard X in security. That's actually, I did not like seeing that at all. He's gonna go ahead and hard drop his Vmon, and he's gonna add 2 off that effect. Lucky for him. I'm gonna come out here, and I am going to digivolve into, what am I digivolving into? Oh, looks like a Togemon X. Yep, Togemon X, really clutch here. So Togemon X, your opponent's Digimon can't unsuspend until the end of their turn. So it's a hard lock there, and I just wanted to stop the pressure, and I did Mimi, switching top 3, and then adding a Plant Vegetation, and then Tanamon, because I play a Green Tamer, I get to draw a card. So I'm just kind of hoping that he doesn't have another one at this point, because if he has another Pyodramon combo and I lose my stack, that's pretty sad. That would be really sad for me. So he's going to Digivolve for 2 and then keep turn with the Davison Ken effect, gaining a memory. So an effective Digivolution for 1. And thank God he did not have the other Stingmon. He just did the Pyodramon, but unfortunately for me, that was actually a good one for him, because he still answered my stack. So He couldn't keep turn, but he could still answer my stack. So now I'm just in a really terrible position here. I'm probably going to scoop. Let's be real. I'm surprised if I just don't scoop here. Oh, no. Holy crap. Okay, so let's see what happens. So I hard drop Palmon for 3. Go to 0. Okay. I go into Palmon X. Palmon X will suspend Pyodramon. And then I'm going to tap Mimi because I suspend something by effect, gain a memory. Digivolve for 1 into Togemon. Togemon, I got to do that because of Palmon's effect. I have a green tamer, so I get to reduce the Digivolution cost. So I'm at 0. So now I go into Togemon X. Togemon X prevents something from unsuspending. So what do I pick here? I'm not too sure which one to pick here. I think I end up picking that Pyodramon because he had the Drawstingmon, so he was just going to draw a bunch. But I didn't see his inheritables on the other stack, though. So honestly, this was a mistake because I should have asked the inheritables because I think if I remember correctly, he had a bunch of draw inheritables on the new Pyodramon stack. But I established a Palmon and Raising. I know I can at least survive this turn because he can only swing 2 checks, really. And then I have the Pomumon to shut down his Davis Ken. So at the very worst, he can do 3 hits on me, right? Because it'll be 2 swings with the Pyodramon. Actually, no. It'll only be 1 swing. That's another reason why I stopped the Star Deck. Because the Star Deck unsuspends no matter what. That Pyodramon won't be able to unsuspend because he'll suspend something. And because he suspends something, he won't be able to unsuspend. So... yeah, okay, never mind. So that wasn't a misplay. It is interesting here that he goes into that he does do Primo here. I probably would have swung if I was him. I probably would have swung once and then Primo. Oh, you know what? No, never mind. Because no matter what, he'll be able to unsuspend here, right? And he wouldn't have had the unsuspend effect anyway. So he does bounce my stack, though, which is kind of unfortunate. But I'm still alive. That's all I care about is being alive here. He finishes his turn by going into Dragon Mode, which I think is probably the right call, considering he can probably game me next. He doesn't need to hit that check because he might be swinging into like another advantage that I can get, like a Mem Boost or like a Hidden Potential or something like that. So I go into Palmon. Palmon suspends the fighter mode. And then Palmon start of main is when a Digimon becomes I gave his fighter mode when it becomes suspended, lose 2 memory. So that's why I got memory gain there. My Mimi was tapped, so I couldn't use that. It was from I guess Dragon Mode's effect. But then why is Pomu still tapped? Oh, Pyodramon, I guess. I don't really know what's going on there because one of them should not be tapped. But I'm going into Wendigo because funny enough, I need to pop my Pomu because it will ruin my own effects. So Wendigo is, you have to delete a level 3 Digimon. It's not your opponent's. It's any level 3. So I popped my Pomu, which actually came in kind of clutch there because I needed it to die. And then I go into Lily. Tap Mimi to hatch, and I go into Terrier in the back. Go into Lily X. I gain a memory because there's a suspended Digimon, and then I draw a card for each of the opponent's suspended Digimon. So I'm drawing 3 cards there total. It's pretty good. That's why I love Lily X, actually. I was kind of hating on the card, but being able to Digivolve for effectively 2 and getting extra draw power is kind of good. And that DP can actually kind of come in kind of clutch if you need to swing with your stack. Because it's inheritable as you gain plus 1k DP for every suspended. So now I'm just deciding here. I think I was really short 1 memory to be able to, and I think I would have been able to answer both bodies actually if I had enough memory, but unfortunately I did not. So I end up going into Leopard X here for 4, going to 2. Leopard X effect. What happened here? Going to Cherubi. I'm playing. That's the other thing that's broken about this whole combo is that if you have Leopard X, you can play Cherubi for totally free, which is insane. Cherubi's going to play out a level 4, which is Togemon. And then I'm going to give something minus 8k. And then I'm going to bounce something that is... I'm going to bounce something that is 5, 8, 11k. So I'm probably going to do the... fighter mode. I already know the ending to this. Oh my gosh, because I was short on memory. Yeah, overflow 4, go to 1. And I'm just going to tell you right now, I scooped it up right there. Because I was like, damn. I was like, damn, that sucks. My brain was like, oh, I'm good. But no, I was playing it out. And it was just like, oh, nope, that was not enough overflow. So, okay, we're going to go into the next game here. Game 3. Let's see what happens. Looks like Imperial starting. I have to go second. You always want to go second in this matchup because you don't want a brick. You want Imperial or brick. That's the idea. Also, you're responding to the Imperial stack. So it doesn't matter if you come out first. You're not aggressing. So he goes into the Vmon Davis. And then I go into my Pomu Togemon X and then put my memory setter down so I can't get choked. He brings out his Wormmon. Hard drops that, adds the Davis Can, I get? I think that was Davis Can. I didn't see that. Davis Can and fighter mode. Oh, and then he has fighter mode there. And then plays another Vmon. So he's basically rookie rushing me here at this point. I know that he's going to go into his Pyodramon the next turn. I end up coming out here. We'll see what happens. If I come out, it's for a reason. It's probably because I'm trying to either cycle more draws by starting another stack or I'm answering his board, right? So I use HPD. Wow, that's an early HPD. So HPD to go into Lily X. Lily X, there's a suspended Digimon now, so I get to gain a memory there. So now I go to 4. Now I go into Leopard for 3, go to 1. Leopard's effect. I get to play a Digimon, reduced cost of 4. Now that I played a Digimon by effect, I get to everything gains blocker. I tap Mimi to hatch, start another stack, go into Pomu. Very aggressive use of HPD there. Like I said, I know he's going to start doing stuff, so I'm just like, okay, screw it. I'm just going to try and establish board here probably. I used Togemon's effect to play Mimi for free. Ooh, looks like I missed a draw there from Tanamon because I searched top 3, I didn't draw an extra card, so that's unfortunate, but it's alright. I think my brain's running at 1,000,000 miles per second here. I think I'm still trying to get more draws here. So I go into Togemon X. So I choose a Digimon. It can't unsuspend. And then because I have a Togemon, it suspends something. So I'll suspend the Wormmon. It can't unsuspend. I tap Mimi because I use an effect. And then I go into Leopard X. Leopard X, it reduces Digivolution cost by 7. So, or play cost by 7 now because there's a Leopardmon underneath. I end up choosing to tap the Wormmon just in case he has something like a let's say, gosh, what do you call it? Lydramon, because I know I'm gonna bounce his I'm gonna bounce his Vmon here, and if he ends up doing something like a Lydramon, then he'll have to Digivolve for 3 on top of Worm. It's a small thing, but it's just something to think about. And then I ended up just finishing my turn, going into the into a Togemon in the back to get ready for the following turn. So really good there. I mean, I know that it seemed like a really aggressive HPD, but I really felt like I had to establish my board and get something going so that I can set up for the next turn. I don't remember exactly how my hand was, but I want to be able to just set up here. And luckily he didn't have anything, I guess, because otherwise he definitely would have just Digivolved and answered my board. But let's live and die with the Imperial draws, right? So I bring my stack out, hatch Mimi. And I'm probably going to start another stack here. It's really crazy with 4-drop Mimi. It's just you're constantly ramping up cards. It's just being able to safely establish a board is nuts. So I use Togemon's effect to tap my Palmon, play another Mimi, for 1, and then I gain a memory because of Palmon X, and then I draw 2 cards with I draw 2 cards with Tanamon, and then I suspend the 3-drop Mimi because I suspended something. It's crazy. The synergy in this deck is nuts. Like so many effects just went off right there. And it helped me draw my other rookie to be able to start into raising. Looks like I'm going to go into another Digimon here. It's going to be Lilymon, so I'm searching top 5. Picking up a level 5 or level 6 or higher, I grabbed the Cherubimon Ace. So now I have that waiting. And really, if I'm going to hold that in my hand, I want to have the level 5 on board. So let's see here. So we do Leopardmon. Yep, Leopardmon's effect. I get to play something reduced 4 cost. So I play Wendigo. Wendigo's a 5-drop, unfortunately, so it plays for 1, but that's not a bad thing because so Wendigo gets to delete something, and then Leopardmon gets to bounce. Leopardmon X gets to bounce something. So he ends up no Davison Kin here, which is still super rough for him. So he has to hard drop that that Vmon. So again, I'm still feeling pretty safe, and then he doesn't have the gain of memory. XV, so he does go into the Pyojimon. It's gonna stun my board. Actually, no, he's not. Is he? Yeah. My Leopard X, I think, has the exact amount of. Yeah, my Leopard has the X has the exact amount of sources, so he is gonna be able to suspend anything. But the thing is, it's not. I'm still not like I'm not scared still. He wasn't able to keep turn with that because he didn't have the memory gain. He didn't have the Davison Ken, so. Now I'm just coming out, so all I need is a Pomumon, and then again it's like kind of game over from like what you guys saw before. I end up bringing out my stack, hatching my very last egg, which is crazy here. I go Green Men Boost. I'm trying to search for this Pomu, and I found the Pomu. Grab the Pomu, bomb deck the Quartz. Quartz would have been crazy. I think he thought I was going to take Quartzmon here. But I know I can't end because everything's suspended. So instead, I'm just going to establish board. So I use Leopard effect to play Terrier, and then I use Leopard X effect to play Pomu. You want to use your Pomu, play your Pomu at the very end there, because otherwise you're not going to be able to play your own effects. You have to be careful about when you're playing that. I go into Leopard X. I don't end up playing anything actually here. But at this point, the game's completely over. He doesn't even have a Davison Cannon. Even if he did, Pomu would stop it. And that's the perk about this deck too. You're never swinging into security. So against Imperial, against Ancient Guard, against Magna, you're not swinging into their security and giving them profit. You're waiting. You're answering their board. You're waiting, and then you're OTKing at the very end. Once their board is nothing, and you have like 8 Digimon on board, you swing for game, and then it's game over. Even if they have like 1 sack bomb, it doesn't matter. So. Anyways, that's it. I hope you guys liked the video. That was just like a very clear representation of like how dominant Leopardmon can really be. I'm telling you guys, it's a super free matchup into Imperial. So if you're sick and tired of losing into that deck, or if you want to have just a fun deck to play in the Halloween events, I'm telling you, Leopardmon is the way to go. Anyways, I hope you guys liked the video. Catch you in the next one. Peace.